Hey, everybody. I'm Max, and this is...
Wait.
No,
Hold
on. Something's not right.
Wait. Oh, wait. All right.
This is better.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. You're watching Geek This Week, and today I'm here with...
Max Hartley.
And, of course, I'm Talon, and today we're bringing you all the geeky news on...
All-in-one PC.
Some movies disappearing off of Disney+.
Happy birthday, Hubble.
Happy birthday, Hubble.
Happy birthday, Hubble.
Happy birthday, Hubble.
Happy birthday.
All on Geek This Week. This week in gaming. If you still want to be a part of the PC master race, but also like to play console games from either Xbox or PlayStation, well, now you can. Thanks to the new Origin PC Big O Hybrid Gaming Desktop. The new desktop uses a modified Corsair Micro ATX chassis so that you can fit either an Xbox One S all digital or a PlayStation 4 Pro, all packed inside a gaming PC. The Big O PC packs a crazy powerful Intel i9-99K or an AMD Ryzen 9 39000X, and it comes liquid cooled too. Of course, the graphics are a big deal for any gaming PC, so this one will come with the high-end NVIDIA RTX 2080 or a Titan RX, meaning 4K will never be a problem again, unless you don't have a 4K monitor. And now that HDDs are kind of getting phased out, mostly because disk storage is just slow, this will come with any size of SSD that you think you need. And of course, there's always going to be room to upgrade too. There will also be space for up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. My favorite part though, they'll take any high-res image you want to print on the glass side panel, meaning you can put your favorite meme or a picture of me there. I'm very photogenic. You can of course check it out and see how much you're willing to spend on the hybrid gaming PC for yourself, as the link will be in the description.
We got a new Nintendo coming our way. That's right, a new model of the Nintendo Switch is going into production early this year. According to a Taiwanese electronics newspaper, Digital Times are the champions. The new model will have an upgraded magnesium alloy body and a better CPU. Nintendo, of course, is working to upgrade the battery life of the handheld consoles too. We don't have any concrete info on the names of the model, but some predict it'll probably be Switch Pro. We here at the Geekwave like the name Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo, 2 Switchy. We already know about the Switch Lite, which is essentially just a Nintendo DS. And this new and improved Switch should launch alongside with the Lite, probably in September. Pricing will be around $400, and we hope we'll finally get some 4K support from Nintendo. Given that it's been almost 2 years since the original launch of the Nintendo Switch, the timing is just about right for people looking for an upgrade. This week in streaming services, if you haven't noticed, Dr. Dolittle, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Home Alone 1 and 2, and The Sandlot have all mysteriously disappeared off Disney+. And without warning too. We still don't have any official statement from Disney either, so we don't actually know what's going on. We know not being able to watch these titles on the Disney streaming service must truly be heartbreaking for literally everyone out there. Disney actually hasn't said anything about anything leaving the service, where other services like HBO and Netflix give an updated list every month on what's coming and going. That being said, there's a lot of confusion about what's going where and for how long, so sooner or later we're going to have to see some collaboration between all the different streaming services. Maybe we'll start seeing some bundles coming out. You can kind of already see that with Disney and Hulu. It's annoying to desperately want to watch Eddie Murphy talk to animals before we see the great RDJ do it later this year, and to find out you have to rent it from somewhere. Wild, right? Maybe Blockbuster. Wait.
After Monday's launch, SpaceX is officially the world's largest satellite operator. SpaceX recently sent up another 60 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit, which means they now have a constellation of 180 satellites. And with plans to have 20 more launches later this year, that number is just going to be dwarfed. With the increase of satellites in low orbit, SpaceX does have to be careful not to end up colliding with, other satellites, including their own. And they've already created some controversy by ruining some telescope pictures for astronomers. The only downside to the launch, at least for SpaceX, is that Mrs. Tree missed the catch for the payload fairing half, meaning SpaceX still hasn't managed to catch all the fairing halves from a launch yet. You can check out a recording of Starlink mission launch on YouTube, which we will have linked below as well. Because watching rockets go to space is just cool. I don't know. I love watching it. Maybe you do too.
This week in tech, what day is today? It's Hubble's birthday. What a day for a birthday. Well, actually, it's later this year, but that's still correct. The Hubble telescope turns 30 this year, and astronomers have been sharing the awesome stuff Hubble has done to celebrate. For the 235th American Astronomical Society Conference, the scientists that worked with the telescope shared a presentation of 3 decades of Hubble. Of all the amazing photos that Hubble has taken and shared with the world, some of the most iconic images are of distant galaxies. Hubble is also the key for a ton of exoplanet discoveries, too, helping to chart our galaxy. It's also the reason we're able to send New Horizons out for its record-breaking flyby of the Kuiper Belt. When the telescope was originally launched in the 90s, the images it rendered were fuzzy and not super useful. Luckily, engineers were able to figure out the problem quickly, and since then, aside from some glitches in 2018-2019, the old boy has been flying fine. As Heidi Hammel said, "I'm a lifetime Hubble hugger too."
This week in science, we can replicate the creation of toxic chemicals. That's not wild, we've been doing that for a long time. But what is cool is researchers have figured out how to replicate the way toxins are created without harming the host. The Imperial College of London pioneered the technique to reduce the need for fossil fuels to create these chemicals, plastics, fibers, and fuels. Using fossil fuels is of course bad for the carbon cycle and our environment. Alternatively, scientists have been using microorganisms to produce chemicals directly from carbon dioxide. A lot of the chemicals that we produce that way, though, are harmful to the microorganisms. Nature likes to solve its own problems, though, in the wild. So in plants and yeast, which deal with toxic chemicals that they create by making small modifications to the chemicals, rendering them harmless, scientists have figured out how to replicate that through programming bacteria to create the chemicals safely. Dr. Patrick Jones from the Department of Life Sciences at Imperial talked to physics.org about the process, and he knows way more about it than I do. I wonder why. Anyways, you should check out the article if you're interested in learning more about this, because it's really interesting, and hopefully will help us help the environment. You know, that's always a good thing, right? Well, that's all from us this week. We hope everyone enjoyed the episode. But for some reason, I still want to know what you thought of the episode, Max.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I really like our new background. We could be anywhere.
It's really fun.
We could even be in a previous episode of us doing this exact thing.
Right. Let's go there now. Oh, I don't like this.
Why?
I don't
need a haircut.
Yeah, you do. I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come back to this timeline.
Yeah, well, we'll see you everyone next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, this is awful.
I miss our old background.
Me too.